All right, we are live with what I always call, and I frequently say because I truly mean it, one of the nicest, most kindest guys in all of sim golf, Mr. Bogeys Backyard, who, if you're not following him, his channel's pinned in the chat, and he runs an awesome league. Brian is the man, and he is going to backpack me to victory for HRG Club here.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. I think you're going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting today.
We'll see. We'll see.
You never know what version Bogeys Backyard Golf you're going to get.
Oh, me either. Join the club, buddy.
What we got here?
Sabro's in the chat, rigged, flying fat kid, just so happened to get Bogeys Backyard on a quote-unquote random spin. Go pre-backyard golf, let's go. He said he wouldn't mind a Bogeys Backyard pairing. Magically, the wheel stops on him, rigged. See, this is what I have to deal with, Brian. Bunch of idiots.
I know.
All right.
We're trying to go into tournaments first.
Yeah, I'll do it. You can just go into online match if I set it up the right way. Play round 1, invite. BBG for Bogeys Backyard Golf.
All right.
Ryan ASU rigged. Tell you what, Brian's got a heck of a short game. He's working through some possible arm pain, but he said he feels good. He's ready to backpack. Poppy Gilmore's course here. Let's do it.
All right. Let me turn on my GSPro focus macro so I don't lose.
Oh, for the control box?
Yeah, for the iPad app.
What do you think about an order? You wanna be the anchor, or you want me to anchor?
You could be the anchor.
All right.
Let's see. What do we got? 132 to start things off.
What do we have? 863 feet of elevation, so 1.5%, maybe, not much. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Struck it well.
Down. No spin.
Yeah, we got ourselves a putt.
A little too much juice.
Maybe we'll see. We're on beta. Maybe we see if we have a little water to skip over on any of these holes. Have you tried that?
I haven't tried it yet.
Go. Big bounce. Oh, no. Is that a collider? Looked like it kind of abruptly stopped.
It looked like it just stopped on a dime there.
I think it may be you. As if we're putting right over that, that may not be great.
Let's see. Double break. Oh, what do you think? You're 21 feet.
I'm 21 up 6, just the collider issue. It says we're fairway. I don't know if the fairway grabbed it, if there's going to be like, it goes nowhere because we hit something here.
Yeah. All right. You want to take this one then?
Yeah, I think yours. Just to be on the safe side. We can make this. Koala Brad, gentlemen, go incredibly low. Friend boy rigged. Oh, yeah, I see it now, rigged. He's going to get himself an El Natural here.
Down 8. Wow, I'm thinking just off the right, maybe a ball or two off the right side.
Yeah, I mean,
it does come back left to right.
Yeah, it's like a triple breaker. It's probably going to be pretty straight. Whatever you feel.
Like a
Honestly,
26.
I can't tell. It's going to be either
25.
right side or left side. I don't know which one.
Yeah. I'll just. You see where my mark is?
No.
Let me click it. Let me click it.
That'd be nice if they could add that, even with the control box, where the other person could see. I got you. Come back now. Oh my God! Great putt. Great putt.
Did I don't
So
think
you
I
push.
Slight push.
So you pushed it, and it still finished on the left side. So I got to be a little bit more then, right? Because you finished on the left side of the cup.
Yeah.
That was a great putt. Was that a touch more? My projector's so bad. Was that a touch more than where you were? Or do I need to go like
Just
one more
a touch
stick?
more, yeah. That looks good.
Okay. Give it a roll. I pulled it. Big time. Wow. Wow. All right. Good par.
What's the lead here?
11.
We know
It was
11.
Big Dog, and I think Jaunty had it back. I don't know when they had that, but the last minute team of Ryan ASU and Angry Bird got 11.
Okay.
Man, you are juiced. Good ball, though.
Get down. $3,000 spin.
What are you
More
using for
than that.
balls?
The TP5 picks with the little American flags on them.
Mm-hmm. Got Romeo in the background. We got an HRG blimp flying over.
Yeah, very cool.
This is only his second course that he did.
Really?
Go a little. Or a lot. Big bounce.
Oh, good shot.
Thanks.
You make that.
Come on, baby. I wonder if that's a beta thing. That one also took a little bit of a strange bounce over that little bit of ridge on the green. Downhill. You're a good putter, so you go where you feel, where your gut says, and I'll adjust.
All right. I can maybe right about there.
I don't mind that. I like that if you're going to drip it. It is going to break.
Yeah.
Give it to him. Let's go. Great putt. Caw, baby.
Thanks. Thank you.
And now we go.
128.
Looking like a 123-ish. Usually I play him about 5 short.
Yeah.
124, anywhere in there. 22.
This pin look like?
Tiny greens. I think I played this
Little
course
short
once.
side.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that going?
Good VLA.
That's not ideal.
Seeing you hit Fremboy in the butt crack back here. I lost my earbud. I'll get you back in a second if I can find it. Black. Oh, there it is.
But you think this could be a collider here?
You think so? I mean, I gotta take it right, but I swung and the earbud came out of my ear. What do you think?
Just
You
wondering
try? You want to try to putt it, and if you hit something, then I'll chip it.
Yeah, give it a try.
You're a little bit juiced on stuff. I'm a little bit short. We got to find the middle ground here.
Just gonna go like left edge.
Uphill.
Yeah, we'll go right about there. Thinking like right there.
Oh, I get
it is 0.5 right.
Came out clean. Good putt.
Yeah.
So what do you got? You got any more fun gadgets you're going to be testing out and doing any videos on? You started the tidal wave of the Big Moss.
I'm waiting for the drop tee to show up, but it's been delayed until August, so it should be coming.
Stay up.
Get in
God.
there.
What's the drop tee? Oh, the thing that goes like automatic into the ground?
Yeah, yeah. 188.
What's up, B-Rush? Friend boy, this hole really chaps my arse. Potts Golf Lab, this hole. Get a bounce, get a bounce, get a bounce.
Good. Oh. Jeez. Not good.
It's all right. We can make par from there.
We need birds.
I know. Toe banger again. Thought I fixed that yesterday. Hmm. Good shot. We can make that.
Oh, too much.
Little divots are pretty cool. That they
Yeah, I do like
implemented
that.
recently. There's supposed to be little pitch marks too. It's kind of tough to see, but there are supposed to be pitch marks on the green. I don't know if something like that would leave one. Maybe if we start hitting greens, it would help.
There you go. Good
All
shot.
right. Birdie time. There's Mike O back there.
Wow, that's cool.
I guess too, he did some kind of like spatial audio to where if you get closer to it, it gets a little bit louder, which is pretty cool. But you can like see the trees behind it in the background, which is kind of cool.
That's going to be short. And I'm not hitting these irons well at all.
That's all right. Crushin says, Bogey get his Pro Tee back. They send him a new one or fix the old one. You got a new one, right?
Yeah. Well, they sent the original one back the first time, but the repair didn't work. So they sent me a new one.
That's what FFK is doing again. Has one at his shop and he's getting another Pro Tee for the barn. Come on, give us one circle. Sit.
Great shot.
Sit, 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 sit. 6-7 footer. Yep, like it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Great putt. Caw.
Righty. You know what I did notice with the beta, when you roll a putt, it'll roll over the ball marker now. Little
Oh,
bounce.
really?
You notice
Does
that?
it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the smooth shot transition too. I guess it doesn't work, which makes sense for scrambles, but when you're playing by yourself, I think it's kind of cool where it pans over.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
There's Danko
I don't think
in
you
the
can turn
background.
that off either.
You can. For whatever reason, I did a
Okay.
video on it and it defaulted to off, even though it said it was on. So I had to toggle it off, toggle it back on, and you can turn it off in your, I think it's the camera settings under visual or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. I might go back to the graphites if I can't hit this one.
Brian's got so many clubs to pick from over there.
No, I can't hit these irons. Not sure what's going on with them. Go from stiff to, got to go back to the regulars.
B-Rush. So for HRG Club, do you have a match play style tournament each season? We do a bracket kind of tournament playoff at the end. So season 1, Take It Low was the season long winner, and then Mike O ended up winning the tournament. We'll probably do something similar again. Angry Bird swing looks good. We're trying. That one was good. Go. Big bounce.
Yeah.
Well, good look at Danko. I think he was on vacation when Poppy was asking for logos, and Mike O made that one of Danko.
Gonna go right at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a 40-foot feel.
Wow, great putt.
Little short.
Pulled it, and I juiced it. Good news is it's only 9 holes, so we get a redo on the back 9. We already see the holes once.
Oh, that's good. And game is not on today.
I know, I'm not hitting them great
Can't
either.
find it.
It's crazy how you'll get it. It's crazy how you can go one day just striping it, even sometimes rounds for me in between rounds.
Yep.
But you go one day just striping it, you wake up the next day, and it's like you completely lost everything you were doing.
Swing thoughts.
I know a lot of it's confidence too. That's a little better. Let's go. Call,
All right.
baby.
140. Oh,
Get a bounce, get a bounce, get a bounce.
Can't seem to get it centered on the face today.
Captain Frank back there. Yeah, B-Rush, I think it's the website. I think it says top 60%. That's kind of what I set it as the first one. We'll probably leave it just for people that were active. Friend boy, send him some jewels on the slide, B-Rush. He'll get you some. I do like some jewels. Decent number, too far left. Hey, there's a little Bogeys backyard sighting over there on the left.
How about that?
You chipping this, or are you gonna put it through the
I think I'm
semi
gonna
over
chip
the? Yeah.
A little too much going on there.
Oh my God, good shot.
That was odd. I don't know why it flew out like that. It was a bit of a delay too. I had a little delay that I
Yeah,
don't
the
usually
camera's a
see.
little wonky too on some of these beta shots. It was like the
Yeah.
camera almost didn't follow it quick enough or something. Hold it. I mean, pars aren't bad, but like you were saying,
Yeah.
birdies would be a little better. Come on, stick one close. If not, hit me in
It's
the
crazy.
forehead.
You go 26. That's yanked left.
Better distance though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
We're in business. A lot of breaking putts on this course too. I like that. It's in the downhill algorithm, even though it shows 0. Love it. Great putt.
Thanks.
Did the Omni come in for your son yet?
No. So I think the next batch, but they were just shipping like late March orders as of last week. So I should be coming up. Oh man.
Good for the brand.
I'm
Good for the brand.
yeah. I probably should have taken an extra day for this thing, but
It's all good.
what are you gonna do?
Koala Brad took me 9 holes to realize this was a par 3 course. We're still in the process of trying to figure out what we're doing too. Sit on it. Sit on it.
Nice shot.
Thanks. You gonna do a couple videos on the Omni when it comes in?
I don't know. There's quite a few out there, aren't there?
There are. Unreal
Probably
did a bunch
good.
from him. He got one pretty early. Sandro. Look at Joe Legowski too.
Ooh, a little too much on that one.
You like that uphill?
Yeah, I just gave it too much. Too hard.
It'd be pretty cool if you were able to, with your Pro T, if it, I don't know about interference, but be able to compare those two. That'd be a pretty sweet video. See the accuracy.
We can do that. Yeah, no, man. Hosel, I can't do it.
It's all good.
Can't do it.
Just don't hurt yourself.
Oh. I should have had it done on the right arm. The right arm just goes along for the ride. Go left.
Yeah, I see some of that putting magic. Downhill, 37-ish, 37, 38. Probably at least the grid line, right?
Yeah. The second grid line or the first?
I was looking at least the first, but it could be a cup or two outside that. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Could be halfway into the next one too.
I'm kind of like halfway into the next one.
Yeah. Sometimes on these, I like Big Dog was the one that told me if you were just to putt it dead straight, where it would end up, and you're probably right. Could be halfway into the other one. Good roll.
Pulled it a little too.
Somewhere out yonder.
Yeah, I was right about there.
Have I asked you before? Are you a Patriots fan, or are you like are you a Giants fan? I know Connecticut can be right on the edge.
Well, I was a Patriots fan until they decided to pull out. Kraft was going to come to Connecticut. I don't know if you remember that deal. And he pulled out. Oh, go.
God.
They committed to moving to Connecticut, to Hartford, when they were going to shut down. And we got season tickets, the whole deal. We were ready to go. And then he basically admitted that he was never going to do it. It was a whole thing back. I'm not even sure if you were born yet.
Was
that went down?
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, those were, I know they started in like Foxborough Stadium. I've heard stories of those with like metal bleachers, but I'm assuming it was probably maybe even before that. I don't know. So I think Gillette was like early 2000s when they built that.
Yeah, it was before that. This is like, I think 99 is when all that went down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if I can turn this.
30-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
$37. All right.
It's one extreme to the other. I can't seem to.
No, military golf. You been able to get outside much? I know you said you're a big like charity tournament guy. Have you been able to
Yeah,
find time for any of that?
quite a bit this year outside. More outside than inside.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Lost my mouse.
Hopefully my performance is good tomorrow. B-Rush for TNT. Go pre floating in my kind of want to set up a floating green in my front yard. Rain here too. I know Brian said he's not that far away. He's got rain all day too.
That's a little too much. Let's go right about there.
Turn, 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 turn. Oh my God. Burned edges.
Good putt.
Thanks. All right, let's go. We're not far off.
I love the friend boy billboard. That one cracks me up.
Friend boy Super Bowl. Or Friend boy's golf and guff ill stuff, whatever the hell his logo is.
I'm going to try something a little different here. Hitting easy Malpy 9 wood.
Good strike, baby draw. Just
Oh, that's way too much. Oh, I got
all
the
right, I got a little
backboard.
friendly kick. Danko's kind of like you. I think he has a bunch of those 9-wood, 11-wood kind of stuff. And then recently he's gone back to hitting long irons for whatever reason. He's a long iron guy now. No, I'm going there with you.
But I only had 1,200 spin on that. That doesn't make any sense. All right.
Beat rush. Hosel dialed in on short irons right now. I don't know. I want to go that far. Tried to do some work yesterday. It's kind of hit and miss. Koala Brad over here analyzing your green reading. I wouldn't take too much stock in that either. Talk to Bogeys Backyard. He's the one that he's the putting aficionado.
We'll get in. Oh, nice chip.
Thanks.
65.
There it is. Good shot.
A little short.
We got a putt. Oh, that's gonna go. Need another like 10 yards. All right, partner. Get yourself an El Natural.
Is
Good
this a fantasy course, or is this a real one?
That's a good question. I think it's real, and I think he just added all the cool stuff around it. I think it's a real one in his area. I think Poppy's in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. Mike goes over on the right side, jumping around with the guitar.
That is really cool, the way they put that in there. Thinking right about there. 38.
Wow,
I
that
didn't hit it.
snaps.
Yeah.
What do you think? Decent line? Just more speed, or you think I even need to go further?
I think it needs to go more.
Another thing
More
I've been
to the
noticing
left.
too. So I had my mouse. It was doing this the other day on beta. I had my mouse exactly where you were on the edge of the circle, like on your mark. And then sometimes there's no real rhyme or reason. It brings me back halfway. So now my mouse is like halfway up the grid instead of being where it should have been, where I had yours marked. I don't know if that's an offset issue or what, but I think that's enough. A little more speed.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, with some more speed.
Man,
Oh, good putt. Almost. And go from snap hooking it to
you still on your first individual? I know you replaced. You got the plus version too, but your original Big Moss has still like virtually no wear and tear.
yeah. It's this one.
It's pretty nuts. Sit.
I can putt that.
Ooh, we got a little tree in our way, but B gets rid of it from me. That may be an offset
Yeah, I
thing.
got rid of it. Thinking like a cup.
It's not doing much, right? Point 0.6 left.
Thinking like
26,
a cup and a half.
27 footer.
What do you think? Right about there? I mean,
I like it. 0.6. Did your lie change when you click? Sometimes the 0.6 changes a little bit when you aim left and right.
no, it's still 6.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
All
Moves
right,
a little
try
bit at
it.
the end.
Oh, wow. Didn't come out of there. I hit it too. I'm
You hit that pretty good. 6.8.
a little too much. Yeah, a little too much fringe, I think.
Oh, then mine comes out perfect. I gave it a little bit extra because of that.
Yeah.
I guess a lot extra. Yours was 6. That was like 3 mile an hour extra. Yikes. All right, cleanup job. Call it Brad. I think I made 1 putt this morning, maybe 2. D-Lud in the chat. Good putt. Oh, Poppy's in the chat. He said, yeah, it's a real course. It's a par 3 next to the course I had
nice.
an outing at this year. I think who was it? FFK, Kamish, Golf Nut, and Take It Low all went, and they did a foursome. Poppy was doing he organized a charity event for PGA Hope.
Nice.
Let's go. Give him a circle. Give him a circle. Great shot.
Oh, circle.
That's
Take a
my
circle.
partner.
I'm the.
Strong finish here, buddy. Strong finish. It's going to be short, but we didn't need it. Good ball.
Right.
Go a little, go a little, go a little.
Weak.
Nuked it. Be a hill there. $17-footer. Yeah.
It's really going.
Yeah, it snaps at the end, too.
Down 4. I'm thinking right about there. What do you think?
Well, my gut
Is
says
that-
maybe too much, but I don't know. It has to be kind of one of those side door putts. So you may be right.
Well, go with it and then.
Ah! Oh my God, good putt.
Almost little slight pull there.
I'm going to bring it in a little bit and then maybe just a little bit more speed. Can't buy one. Good putt.
There.
I got disconnected. Where'd you go? Were you on the green?
Yeah, it's just left side of the green.
Oh, good shot. Yeah, it was weird. I got disconnected.
footer.
I pressed reconnect, and then it had me as it was showing the distance as putting feet. Looks like you're pretty close to that flag, so that was a good shot. I don't know why my internet does that sometimes. Just drops out and then comes back within like 5 seconds. Go like 4 yards.
Are you running fiber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yours looks pretty good too. Good putt or good shot. Yeah, I have fiber and I have a mesh network and I have the Ethernet going directly into, they call it a satellite router directly into the computer. But I don't know. I mean, I'm doing like the simulcast stuff, so it is a decent amount of bandwidth, but
What do you think about there?
I like it. Uphill, it's not doing a ton.
Maybe right
Drain
there.
it. Wow,
Ooh,
that snapped at the
nice.
beginning. That was a
It
0.1.
really did.
Good speed too. So you were there. That was what? Was that a cup low?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't see what the lie looks like.
Yeah, I mean, you're
It's
on the
not showing it.
green and it's not showing any dots. So you would think that's
Oh,
straight,
okay.
but it clearly
I was
was
thinking,
not.
well,
Hmm. Nope, hammered it. Well, no bogeys.
no bogeys. Just didn't have the game today.
I know. To be fair, they are pretty small greens, so it's not the easiest in the world. And I mean, Ryan and Angry Bird are both ballers, and they shot 11. Big Dog was at 10. The 7, all in all, 7's not that bad. Especially both of us didn't really have our best stuff.
Yeah. Well, nice course though. He did a really nice job with it.
Yeah, it is cool. Poppy's the man. And it was really cool too, the fact that he was kind enough and thoughtful enough to put everyone's logo on there, so anyone playing.
Yeah, that was.
Maybe.
I had no idea. I didn't even realize it was there.
You say you did your twisted, the shorter twisted stuff before?
Yeah, I played the par 3 yesterday. After I went to the doctor, got the shot. I was like, oh, let me give it a go, play something. I figured par 3 wouldn't really bother me, but like third hole, I started feeling it was just sore. Just wasn't, and I powered through it. I was even, but the swings weren't there. And that's why I figured, maybe today, let it rest, give it another day. It just feels, something doesn't feel right when in the backswing. It's like, because your power is all from the left arm,
Mm-hmm.
your right arm really going for the ride.
Yeah, you're kind of just guiding it.
Yeah. But
yeah. Stice in the chat, Brian is so humble. Brian's the man.
A lot of times it gets in your head, and you think too much about every shot.
But do you have one of those? Maybe, I mean, I'm sure it'll take a couple days. Maybe it'll go away, but maybe one of those massage guns to kind of like massage out the area, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of those. I have a massage chair actually, and it's got you sit in it, and it has these air pumps, and then it compresses. You can slide your arms into it, and it compresses.
Oh yeah,
that helps a little bit. Like those chairs you see in the malls.
Yep. I've been tempted. I think you probably have Ocean State job lots where you are, or at least you've probably seen them. A lot of times they offer crazy deals where they're overpriced, but if you buy one for like $1,500, you get a $1,500 gift card. So you essentially just pay the tax on it. And if you're going to shop there anyways, I've been tempted, but that's a decent amount of money. Gilly actually said he just ordered one too.
Oh, did he? You getting hit with all this rain?
Yeah, it was actually starting to clear a little bit right before I came out here, but this morning it was pretty heavy rain, pretty torrential. They said there was flooding in some areas.
Yeah. Yeah, this put a major delay, because last week we had it too. We had that 2 days of just downpour, so they couldn't do anything with the pool. But originally they said I'd be done. They'd be in and out in 1 week. That doesn't look like that's going to happen.
That'd be pretty. I mean, that's pretty quick for an entire remodel.
Yeah. Yep. Who's out there? Stice, you said's in the chat?
Yeah. He was wondering shiatsu chair. He said he would love to have one.
I'm not even sure what. I think I bought it right on Amazon Christmas time. I think it was like $1,200 or something like that. But it's really nice. It does. I like it because you can pinpoint the areas that you want to get, lower back, shoulders. Then it has heat, so you can focus on one area with heat. I have a lot of back issue, lower back.
A lot of those are zero gravity too, right? Like you go up and you get into a spot where there's like supposed to be no pressure.
Yeah, it's zero gravity. Yeah. Yep.
I think I'm gonna bang out. I think the pitch and putt. Take it low. Put a number on us this week with Twisted. I did feel good yesterday. Didn't feel too good. And I was watching Danko play stroke last night, and I looked pretty brutal. It's like firm fairways, 12 greens with exclamation marks, breezy. It was kind of brutal, or at least it looked like it.
I'll wait. I did pitch and putt and par 3. I'll wait maybe tomorrow night, see how I'm feeling, and do the other two.
Yes, Dice. Does it do it to the crotch area too?
Pretty close, actually.
Little inner thigh action.
Yeah, it gets places where you wouldn't expect it, really, depending on how you position yourself in the chair, I guess.
Lay flat down, lay face down in it.
Yeah. Man, I got this putter.
Let me see.
I ordered it from Lab. I did the custom order with I got it in red and 33, the VZN one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it at all.
No? Danko got that. He said he likes it. I mean, so far he likes it. He'll probably have another putter next week, but
I like the DF3. I just like a lot better. I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels better. But I haven't even been putting with that. I've been putting with the Astral, which is the putter that you can take apart, and it has all the different Hosel adapters, and you can find, you can build it to your specs. It comes with a complete kit, and I really like this one. This one's so far, it's been the one I've been keeping in the bag.
I've been a blade guy. I do really like my Odyssey blade, but I want to be opposed. I know the mallets are supposed to be more stable. Finding something that maybe makes some more putts, but I feel like that so much of that metal. I've had mallets in the past, but there's just like it's almost too much metal behind the ball where I lose kind of the touch and feel of some putts.
Yeah, what's the other one? I have the Link. I have the Link 1. Yeah, if you ever want to try some irons, let me know. Just ship them to you. You can play around with them. I got to make some room in here anyway. I got about 35 sets in here.
Jeez, really?
Yeah. So I've got Mizuno. I've got the 225s. I have PXGs. You name it. I have them. I've got the original. I've got the TaylorMade burners, which is supposed to be the one of the best irons ever made. those were actually my father's. They're mint. They're really nice. I might give those a whirl next. But I've got pretty much all the Tacomos, the 201s, the original 201s. What is this? This set here. Oh man, I can't even go through it. PXG 311 Ps, 311 XPs.
I have the 770s and 790 combo set, which I do really like. But if I ever get new clubs, it would probably be the Maltbys. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have them and you love them, so I would be curious about those. And it seems like I don't know how. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with their lineup, but it seems like even some of them that are weaker lofted, they're still pretty hot off the face somehow. I don't know how they do that, but
yeah. So these Maltbys, these are. I got a set. What did I do with that set? I gotta look where I put them. The STI 2s, which are they're not jacked up as far as the lofts go. Yeah, these guys here. These are really nice. And it's a forgiving iron, but like the 7 iron is, I think, 32 degrees. But they feel so good. And I built these with the 950 shafts, the Geos. And I have actually just got another set of heads in. I have to build a set for someone else. And I'm putting on, which shafts are they? Oh, the Project X LZ.
Mm-hmm. I have a buddy that has those.
How does he like them?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't asked, but that was like 2 years ago. He got those. He bought a brand new set. I don't even know if he got fit into them, but I remember seeing those.
Yeah, the loading zone, the shaft's supposed to have the midsection, the bend profile is really supposed to give a nice feel when transitioning from your backswing to impact. It's just, I hit him once and I remember I really enjoyed hitting him and then I forgot about him. And the person I'm building these irons for requested them. So I'm looking forward to putting them together and hitting them, giving them a try again.
Friend boy wants to know if you have any sets of irons that are a couple degrees upright.
Yes, I have. No, I have the other way, flat. Not upright.
Upright helps it turn over a little bit more. Flat is to help the left miss.
Yeah, so depending on, usually if you're taller, you're going to want more of an upright. If you're shorter, you're going to want more of a, you want to go flat. For me, I have a set of G430s, which are 2 degrees flat because I'm 5'8". I used to be 5'10". Nobody believes me.
Couple back surgeries.
That and I don't know what else, aging.
Gravity.
But yeah, unfortunately I don't have anything upright.
Taylor said he
got the more
Tacoma 201's MK2.
Oh, he got them?
He said he loves them.
Oh, they're awesome. He's got the MK2s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the two of these here.
Friend boy said he's tall with short arms.
Yeah, those are nice. Except I'd never hit the 4 iron. Is he going to hit the 4 iron? Ask Danko if he's hitting the 4 iron.
Well, that was take it low got him, but I would assume Take it low's a pretty good player.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he got 4 iron or not. I don't know if he's a hybrid guy. That's probably standard, right? I mean, you can probably go either 4 or 5 iron all the way down to either, I guess, pitching wedge or approach wedge.
Well, with the 201s, it's 4 through pitching wedge. The 101s you get comes with the gap, 5 through gap.
Can you tell, is there a major difference between something like Tacoma and Malpe? I know technically both direct to consumer type of club.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's really just your preference. Price wise, they're pretty much comparable.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Malpe. You know, they're here in the US, they're right in Ohio. So, you know, there's no, their customer service is fantastic, you know, because they're right here. But to Tacoma, like I really like their woods, their fairway woods. The Ignis driver, I just got the new one, the D2, which I haven't put together yet. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. It's still in the box. But the new driver just came out. And I haven't even taken it out yet. I got to put it together. But yeah, I mean, Tacoma, the 201s, the original 201s, which were forged, one of the best irons I've ever played with. Yeah, this is the new driver. The D2 just came out.
Taylor said he does hit the 4 iron and he bought the 3 iron as well.
Oh, okay.
He said 4 irons is 200 to 210 club. 3 iron is mostly off the tee around 225 for the MK2s.
So he probably went. Did he go with the 120 Tour 120 KBS shafts?
I don't know. We'll see. See if he answers. He's got a pretty good swing speed. I'd assume he probably went metal. I don't know. Maybe it would be one of those things where if I used him for a while, I'd like graphite, but I'd be worried ordering graphite out of the gate.
Yeah, the only thing with Tacoma, they don't offer graphite shafts.
Oh, they don't?
No. So you got a very slim choice when it comes to shafts for the irons.
Stice said same distances. He said, yeah, you got the KBS Tour 120s.
Yeah. I think I got the, yep, same ones. I mean, to me, these are just as easy to hit as the 101s, MK2s.
Would all those, are those kind of comparable? I always equate, I know the most about TaylorMade, so I equate everything over their lineup, but those would be pretty comparable to like a P770 kind of iron?
Yeah. So the 101 is more comparable to the 790. And I would say the 201 to the 770. That's the original 101. So the new 201s didn't replace the original 201s, completely different club. It actually replaced the 101Ts, which they no longer make. And the 201 is really just a new design, but they're really nice. I have the 101s over here somewhere. And the Tacoma bag, do you see that? Just came out.
I have not. You guys are equipment junkies. I stick with my my like new irons that I bought a couple years ago. I don't really look at a lot.
This is the new Tacoma bag. Really nice bag.
Friendboy wants to know if you do any club bending.
Yes. For loft and lie, I do that.
Taylor said they feel so soft off the face compared to my TaylorMade P790s, and they have the same distance.
Yeah.
Friendboy said, nice looking bag. He said he's going to message you. Maybe you can offload a set to Friendboy.
Yeah, I mean, I have quite a bit here, but nothing upright.
Well, you could
Not that
just, you could maybe
you can
try it,
make it
or you
upright.
just, yeah, you could just tell Femboy you bent him. He won't know the difference. Sticeman said, I think Brian can do it all. I trust Brian with my firstborn. Koala Brad, I love a good equipment conversation. He's the guy to do it. Between freaking Bogeys Backyard and Danko could probably start an equipment podcast for all the stuff they get.
I'm ready to have a tent sale with all this stuff. I need to. I'm out of room. Really
What's
going to
next?
start
Because I know there's
offloading.
something next.
What to bring in here?
Yeah. What else? You got to be looking at something. What else are you gonna get?
Well, I mean, I have the drop tee coming. You know about that. Not that I could think of.
Sabro's been using that spinny tee thing. I think you were one of the first people. I think you would you see
Yeah.
that at the PGA show? And I remember you did a video on it. Sabro's been using that. He broke one of them. I forget what part broke, like the arm or something. The guy sent him a brand new one, but he's been using it and he likes it.
Yeah. So what's going on with that? This is what it looks like. This is the arm. And it cracked right here. So what they did was they redesigned, this is where the ball sits. They redesigned the top piece so it's not going to have a hole in it anymore. It's going to be solid. And they changed the material. So it's going to be more durable. And I actually got an email this morning. He just shipped it out today. The new design. Because I did have one break also. This is a replacement one. So then I figured out, I just went to my 3D printer and I recreated my own. It's not as pretty, but I did my own out of a TPU filament, which is completely unbreakable. So kind of stole the idea. So if it does break, I'll just print these out.
It's pretty nice people that stand behind their product though, and they're willing to send stuff out if something breaks.
Yeah, he's been. I found the tee. I just found it on Amazon, so I bought it, gave it a try, really liked it, did a review on it. Actually, no, he commented on one of my videos, and he said you should give the rotating tee a try. So I bought it, and I did a review on it. And he saw it. He loved the review. And he started messaging me, asking me for feedback because I was one of the first ones to buy it. And so we went back and forth with a few emails. And then I had the first one that broke. And we had a conversation about it. And that's how we started talking. But I'm not affiliated with him or anything like that. But really, really good guy. His name's Lewis. It's out in California. But it's a nice product.
It does seem pretty cool. The fact that you can do multiple different heights too. I think you just rotate it to set it at a different height.
Yep. Yeah, you rotate it at different height, but it also has this bend profile in the arm where so you have like 5 different heights, but then you flip it over and you've got 5 more heights that kind of hit that gap in between. So it's pretty cool.
Femboy said he has a Mitchell machine, and I bend the hell out of mine every which way.
Yep. Those Mitchell machines aren't cheap.
Yeah, I remember C-Drum. I don't know if that's what he was looking at, but he was looking at buying a loft and line machine. He was saying the same thing, how they're pretty expensive for some of those things.
Yeah. I started out with, the manual stuff and, you start using it and you want to streamline and automate a little bit. So I started slowly buying the right equipment to get things done the right way. So I have a pretty good collection now. My shop is down the road.
Oh yeah.
What were you going to say?
Digital Divot in the chat. He said, "I'll set y'all up with a light package." I don't know. Have you heard of Digital Divot? I don't know what a light package is, but you can hit up Bogey's backyard. He's got a bunch of cool toys if you want to hook him up with something.
Is that what goes around your enclosure?
I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about like a sign or yeah, no, I've seen those lights that go around, which are pretty cool. If you're still watching, let us know, Digital Divot. You putting all the bells and whistles into the newer one, or are you going to keep it kind of more bare bones type of?
Into the facility?
Yeah.
Just going to be 4 bays, simple. They're going to be 14-foot enclosures, built-ins. But, you know, no frills. It's just going to have your padded walls, built-in plain. I'll have the one screen for the data. And then I'm not sure as far as controlling it goes, if I'm going to have iPad set up or go with like a control box. But definitely Big Moss strips with Big Moss True Launch hitting mats.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm probably going to use them for turf too.
Digital Divot is Snides, who he's been playing recently. He came over into the server. I know he messaged me the other day. He has control boxes. I don't know what he has for the light package, but you can hit up Brian Snides if you want him to test something out or something.
This is the one this is the control box. When I do use a control box, this is the one I've been using. It's the club keyboard. It's the Pro 28 button, which is pretty nice. Lights up.
I've tried a couple. I don't know why. I just still prefer a mouse and keyboard, especially with playing online where you have to click. I wish they could get the control boxes to work, but I think the one that Triple Bogey Ben has, the brain box with kind of like that joystick where you can just whack it.
Yeah.
That seems pretty nice.
Yeah, I have one of those. I don't have the brain box, but I do have another one. That's another thing. If you ever want to try any of that stuff, I mean, I got tons of that stuff. But I have a control box with a joystick. I'm trying to find it here, but I had it. It was custom made for me. It's wooden. It's made out of wood.
Really?
Yeah, and it's got the joystick has a Titleist golf ball as the the knob. I don't know where it is. Is it in here? Oh, here it is. Buried under these things. But this one works really well too. Show you this one.
I'm going through the freaking pitch and putt right now. Taylor wasn't lying. There's a 189-yard par 3 for the pitch and putt. He said it's a pitch and putt light type of course. It's not a whole lot of pitch and putt about 189.
I should fire this one up again. I haven't used this one in like 2 years.
You're still using the iPad, right? Are you still using that for the?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's another one that came out, and the guy messaged me. I have to review it. It's called Course Control. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it's very similar to the one I'm using, Touch Caddy, but there's no subscription. It's a one-time purchase, and you own it forever.
That's nice. I'm not a huge fan of the subscribe. I get why they have to do it, and I get why they do it. But if I was buying something, I think that's the way to do it, the one time. So I know there's probably a lot of people like me that aren't massive fans of an ongoing, endless subscription to use something.
Yeah, I mean it's $10 a year, I think, for Touch Caddy, which is
that's not bad.
It's reasonable. Yeah, it's reasonable. The other one, I think it's like, I don't know, like $30 lifetime, something like that.
I wonder if those
But
they should be able to get mapped over to pure play. You would think to be able to still work between a touch caddy and the control box type of stuff
oh yeah,
when that comes
yep,
out.
yeah. I've actually talked to him about that, and definitely for sure. I'm curious what Pure Play is going to do. You know what their plans are as far as like the SGT platform, how that works with GSPro. Are they going to have their own?
I think so. From what I've heard, they're going to do all that stuff in house. So part of I guess the pitch or the reason why people would buy is that you're going to get the SGT and essentially, I guess, for the lack of better comparison, GSPro. Basically, you're going to get both of those together. So you're going to have tournaments and leagues and clubs and all that stuff built into Pure Play, and it's all going to be within the application. So instead of having to go to a separate website, you'll be able to do all that, either like join leagues or set stuff up, all within the app is what they said, and you won't have the separate subscription. It'll be all baked into that one price. I don't know if that's subject to change or not, but
Did you try that web browser, the web-based golf game?
I did it on my phone and my computer. I
Automat?
loaded up some local ones. I was gonna do a video, but I guess he had a couple issues with it as of late, with like some takedown stuff. But that's Vlad, who's a good dude. He messaged me the other day and said he thinks he got it all fixed up again. So I may try to do a video in the next couple days showing it off. Did you hook up your launch
Nice.
monitor to it?
I did. Yeah, I tried it. When I tried it though, I didn't realize that I went to, I think it was like high resolution or something, and I didn't realize that you could play it without having to walk.
Oh, the ultra realism or whatever it was.
Yeah, because I'm running, I've got pretty good graphics card and got the BenQ, and I was like, yeah, I'm going ultra, but I'm walking this thing. And then I finally figured out you can get in the cart, but still it was taking a while. So I didn't realize that you could actually just go to your ball, and that's if you hit the other mode. So I'll have to give it another try.
Yeah, Snides was saying Digital Divot said he does custom control boxes for people anywhere from 2 to 20 buttons with or without joysticks, and also touchless IR, he said.
Oh,
Cool, Brad. Hopefully Foresight gets on board with Pure Play. I mean, you would think so. I don't know. I've never owned a Foresight thing. I had the Circle B for a little bit through PlayBetter just to test it out. And even that, with that whole ecosystem as kind of a trial unit, wasn't the best. I never was able to connect it to anything, but I think they're ultimately just going to be hurting themselves if they don't eventually integrate, I would think. You did a video, right, Brian? You had the Pure Play team come out and do the drone for your course.
so I met them. I met the drone people at my home course, and went out there on the course with them, and pretty wild how they can capture all that, in a couple of hours.
How does Pure Play do it? I'm assuming they just find a local drone company in the area that has it and they farm it out to wherever the course they're doing.
Yeah, no, they have one dedicated company that does it. So this guy drove from Tennessee up to Massachusetts. He did a course up there. I think Danko actually played the course. Then he drove home. 2 days later, got back in his car again, drove up to my course from Tennessee.
Really?
Same guy. So he's going wherever in the States. He's their guy.
That's crazy. That's,
It's
that's kind
his
of what I was
own.
asking. I wouldn't imagine it would be one guy doing all the traveling in between. You would think they would find either someone local or a big enough team where they had, I guess, people already stationed, kind of, or located across the country to farm it out. But that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, there's one guy who's in a Tesla, drove up, and young guy too.
Autopilot.
Yeah, I took him to lunch. Nice kid, and yeah, he had a couple more lined up, but yeah, tell you what, it's not cheap getting that done either.
Triple Threat says he hopes Unicore integrates as well. Sibo Golf in the chat saying happy sim golfing to you both. You had some Sibo tees, don't you? I'm sure.
I do. I do. Good stuff. Sibo right here. I have it. I have the blue one under my mat right now. Yep, been using those for a long time.
I know people that swear by those. What was the other one too? Those and what is it? The K2
The
with
other
the claw
K2.
or the bungee
Yeah.
system or whatever, tether system.
Yeah. Yeah, the K2, they were the first ones, with that tether concept. But just for me, the less on the floor, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And I broke my K2 bag the first week I had it. My nephew's a lefty, and somehow he hit the bag and it exploded, and the stuff went all over the place in here. But K2 he was good about it. He replaced the bag. But my problem with it was the tethers. They just tangle. But I think they revised it, so I haven't seen the new setup.
Yeah, I've heard both from Sibo and K2. Same thing I was saying before. It's good when companies stand behind their stuff. So if something goes wrong, they'll send it out and replace stuff and try to either use different material going forward or anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. How's your bag doing?
It's good, man. My dad loves his too. I think I told you I gave that first one, which you were kind enough. I ended up winning. Well, it was like that was a crazy situation where me and Big Dog were playing. He won first, and then we spun it again, and I won it the second time. But my dad loves his, and then he ended up when he got his, he liked it so much he got me one. So we have the same matching bags. It's pretty awesome. The Ask Echo golf bag. Nicest bag. I mean, I haven't had a lot of premium bags over the years, but this is by far the nicest bag I've ever had. It sits awesome on the cart, looks awesome, ton of storage. There's probably the biggest cooler bag or cooler pocket I've ever seen in a bag. And the dividers are awesome too for where the forged clubs, they don't rattle around, which is nice. Get all nicked up.
It just stays organized. It's nice when you go to the cart, you just pop it in there, and it's going to be right where it is the next time you need the club,
Even in the sim too, like I just leave my clubs in the bag. Sometimes, I mean, it's dark in here. I grab the wrong club on accident, but I like the fact that everything is just exactly where it should be. So you can, as long as I'm not an idiot, can grab the right club.
Yeah. Yeah. In here, I don't keep them in the bag only because I don't know. I feel like it's, to protect the grips just in and out a lot. So I keep them on the wall. But yeah, it's nice with the full length dividers, and the organization is great.
Yeah, my previous bag, it was a cheap one. I think I bought it on eBay, but it was one of those that they advertised it as a 14-way divider, but it just had like the cloth in between. So even that, like sometimes the grips, they ended up ripping, and they would all get sometimes tangled, all the grips at the bottom. But you kind of pull it up, and it just had like nylon in between. This is definitely way more premium.
Yeah, for sure.
Sibo said he created a version 2 with less tangle and no more 3D printing.
No more 3D printing.
Send it out to Mr. Bogeys' backyard here. Let him test it out.
So I don't think this blue one is. I don't think this is 3D printed. Ask him if this is 3D print. because it doesn't feel like it.
Is that an older one or a newer one?
I don't know. I got this one in the last batch that he sent, but it doesn't. It feels more like a rubber. I'm not sure, but I like this one. This one lasted a long time for me.
He said no, but that was the one that lost the legs.
Oh, okay.
He said we redesigned it.
Yeah, I could see it at the base.
And Triple Threat said he joined late. So me and Bogeys Backyard just did HRG Club. We did that earlier, and now we've just been talking sim stuff. And I'm doing Twisted Sticks pitch and putt, which is not really a pitch and putt. Thanks to Take It Low.
I didn't even realize how you're playing it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of pretty poorly, to be honest. I'm 3 under. I'm on 16, but I've just been kind of going back and forth with you and just kind of like whacking balls.
Yeah. I can't remember how I did on that. I think I was 3 or 4 under, maybe.
That's what I was asking. I was going to do something with you after, but you said you already did them.
Yeah. That's right. Now I remember. It was that long one, 180.
Yeah, and even this one, 147. Pitch and putt. With soft greens. You playing in Thunder tomorrow or no?
I'm not sure if I signed up for that one. Tomorrow I have to head to Milford. I've got some stuff going on. I can't remember. I got to look. I don't think I signed up for that one. Thursday was my one.
Isn't that nice?
day.
Just playing around being -3. It's 10-foot gimmies though, I think, and soft greens, but not as nice when the leaders. What was that 6 under, 8 under? JT Confer, that guy's a player.
Let's see. Oh yeah, no, I finished 1 under in that one. 6 under.
4 on
6 under is
18.
the lead.
People seem to like the sim talk though. You should do like a podcast or something talking about all the stuff you have.
You know what? I thought about doing a podcast. Like maybe once a week.
Yeah, what's coming, what you're getting, what you've tried, what you would recommend, what you wouldn't recommend. You're a good person to do it, all the stuff you've tried.
I was thinking more like, banter talk,
The fun part is that some of these live streams end up kind of turning into that anyways, where we're playing golf, but at the same time, I think a lot of people end up tuning in just to see what we're talking about. So it's kind of like, I don't know, quote unquote podcast, even though we're kind of doing stuff in the background. Because I don't know, not a lot of people probably wouldn't watch if we were just silent playing golf. That's not the most entertaining in the world.
You watch any of those? You watch Mr. Short Game, any of those guys?
I haven't watched as much lately. I mean, probably over the past year or so, it's mainly just been sim golf, like guys in the community that are streaming or whatnot. Because it's honestly fun when like people you can make jokes, and if they're streaming something that either you're gonna play or you just played, it's kind of fun to see. Like, oh, I remember I got a double on this hole, see what he does, kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I'm subscribed to all those guys, Mr. Short Game, Good, all those kind of guys. Peter Finch. But I haven't watched much of it as of late. I think the last thing I watched was when Ben Triple Bogey was on Mr. Short Game's thing.
Oh, yeah. Finch. I love Finch. He's great. He's a funny guy, too.
Was that who you met? Was that the guy I remember you telling me when you were... You were overseas and like you saw him. They posted, or was that?
So the story was, I was in St. Andrews, and I was staying at a place called the Fairmont, and there's a golf course there called the Kittox, and I played it. Great golf course, loved it. It was my favorite course there. And in the hotel, there's a bar, and they had a full swing simulator in the bar. And my wife and I went down, and we had some drinks at the bar, got something to eat, and it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. We finished. We went back to the room, and I'm just hanging out. We were in our room. I'm on the couch, kind of watching TV, and I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I see Finch on there, and he's slamming balls at the bar in the hotel that we're at. And, he's swing speed like 130 miles, something ridiculous. And he's a bunch of guys in there with him. So I'm like, that's here. And he was live. So I was like, we got to get down there. So by the time I got there, they just locked the door and I missed them. Then the next morning, they were all there. They were playing the course. So he had his whole crew there, camera guys, 3 or 4 other guys. So I didn't get to meet him. So I was bummed about that, but he was there when I was there.
He seems super cool.
Oh, he is, yeah. Those guys all kind of travel together. If you notice, they'll be like playing the same course. Their videos are like a day or two apart. They travel together quite a bit.
They have maybe like the same agency or something where they all maybe do like group stuff. Maybe they share some resources.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track there. Yep.
Take a low said I had version 1 of the SIBO and they broke pretty quick. Move over to the Rad Tees and some break quick. Let them know and they send me replacements. I'd be interested in trying V2 of SIBO. I've been sticking with my driving range rubber tees, which I also get made fun of because I use them outdoors.
Oh, you bring those with you?
Yeah, I used to use the white ones in here, but then the square would lock onto the tee. But I use the white ones outside just because they're the same exact height, because I just put the driving range tee on top of the mat, and then I go outside. Sometimes they don't balance the best, but it's the same tee height every time, so I try to keep it constant. But I show up on the course with 2 gloves, a freaking witch's hat for the sun, rubber driving range tee, and my 25-year-old electric cart that looks like a science high school project.
The other tee that's pretty good, the fiber-built tees, the adjustable ones, if you have the tee hole in your strip, but they're pretty good. They last a while, these guys.
Is fiber-built, from what I've heard, that's pretty comparable, a lot of the fiber-built mats, to a Big Moss type of feel. People said that's like the closest they could equate it over to. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah. The fiber-built, their hitting strip is way too forgiving.
Someone left a comment the other day, it was like 2 days ago, and they thought the same thing about the Big Moss. They thought it's great for like mid to high handicappers, but he said he thought it was too forgiving for scratch players, which I don't know. I think it's pretty fair. Like you hit it fat and it just doesn't punish you, but it definitely punishes the shot. I think it's by far the most accurate and realistic mat I've ever used.
Oh, me too, without a doubt. Now, fiber-built, they have a few different ones. The Grass series is the one that's really forgiving. Very little feedback. And then they have their players, I forget what it's called.
Players Preferred or something?
Yeah, something like that. That one is, you're gonna feel it on that one. But the Big Moss, I haven't hit on anything as realistic as that.
And I mean, even
And
by
they're
the name, the Pure Flight, when you catch one good, there's nothing else that feels close to it. I remember I had the Country Club Elite before, and you really had to like slam the club into the back of the mat to get some decent contact. This one, you can just
yeah.
pick it a little bit cleaner, and the pure shots just feel absolutely awesome.
I'll tell you what, their stance mats are great. I had the Carl's Place, which I have up front now, the Hot Shot, which is, you know, a really nice mat, and that one's 2 years old. But after a while, it really, you can see it. You know, it wears out. This Big Moss True Launch, it's a lot thinner, just feels better. And I can tell that there's, you know, it's going to last much longer. I don't like that squishy feeling on my feet, you know, when I'm trying to hit. They have some really good stuff over at Big Moss.
Sibo said
Their hitting
the guys from Golf Simulator Room, GSR, they have a very good hitting mat that isn't that forgiving, but he said he wants to try out the Big Moss as well. And he said he has outdoor mat tees as well, same but orange.
So for outdoor, you know what I use? I have, I've been using them for a couple of years, and I don't know, my son was making fun of me for using them, but I like them.
What, are they martini tees or something?
These guys. So you can, you got the same height, and they don't break.
What's wrong with those?
I mean,
you put have a little stopper on it.
Yeah, boom. And then you've got the same height every time. It's a perfect height for me. So I really like these tees. So I've been using those outside. I guess just because they're big and bright and plastic.
Sibo, you should definitely try if you can. Get your hands on a Big Moss. I actually got mine. They sell some factory second ones that are a little bit off. I got mine on eBay for about half the price, and I cut it in half. So I got the longer one, and I basically got 2 strips out of it. I don't know. I've been using this now for 3 or 4 months maybe, and it still looks brand new. So I don't know if it'll ever wear, but I do have a brand new one as a secondary if I need it. But it's a pretty sweet mat and large. Pretty much all the thanks to Bogeys Backyard for kind of coming across it and putting it out there. I know Lefty Murph, which I didn't know. I guess he got one around the same time you did, Brian, and he's had the same experience where it still looks brand new. I think you guys got him around the same time.
I also, Hosel, this is a Big Moss also. This is not the Pure Flight, but this is their standard strip, which is pretty good too. And this actually matches the stance mat. So it's the same turf.
You said, I think you put something in the Discord, the Pure Launch Plus, it's not a ton different, right? It's just a little bit more grass underneath. It's a little bit taller.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that one is, see if I can show the difference. Yep. So these are the two. So the one on the top is the plus, and then the standard is on the bottom. You can see the difference in the thickness. And it's all turf. The foam underneath is the same. So it's just the fibers that are thicker.
Because I even put off mine too, and it's probably not great if you're used to putting on like actual like putting turf, but having putted off the Country Club Elite, I think the Big Moss actually rolls even a little bit better than that. Not that it's great, but I got no complaints with mine.
I had a lot of issues with the Country Club Elite. That was my first hitting strip, and it just destroyed my wrist, my joint, everything hurt. You were lucky you didn't have issues.
Yeah, I've heard that's funny. I think that's a lot of it too, though, with hitting mats. I think it can be a lot of just personal in terms of how like your joints are and wear and tear. Because I've heard some people they say the same exact thing. They're like, it's terrible. I know Judd hates the Country Club, but then like there's a bunch of us, me, Flying Fat Kid, where we've used it for years and have no issues, and the thing wears like iron. So that's why I went with it. But yeah, I've heard the same thing. Some people have no issues. Some people have like they just can't use it, which is odd. But I think it just goes to show how it's maybe not one size fits all for everyone. Maybe the Big Moss is. I don't know.
Yeah. And then the Bullseye. Have you tried one of those yet?
I have Danko. I
What'd
can
you think of
remember.
that?
Yeah, I don't know if I hit off it at Danko's. That night that I went there when I was in his sim a couple months ago, when he was kind enough to give me the computer, he had just got in the Big Moss, and I tried it there, and I took like a couple shots off of it, and I knew I needed to have one. I can't remember if he put in the Bullseye because he had one of those as well. He was going to try out. That's probably what more along the feel of a Country Club type of like tight lie.
Yeah, firmer. I'm not a big fan of that one. I would say Big Moss, the Pure Flight, without question, the best. And then I believe it or not, I like the Beaver Tail, which is very similar to the SIGGPro. That would be, I would put that second. And then I like the Carl's Place, their standard hot shot mat, which is this one, which is really nice. These last forever. And then I would say the foam, they have a gel and a foam divot strip. I would put those next. Fiber built. The Grass series is, you know, if you don't want any real feedback, those are great if you have joint pain and stuff. I mean, there's nothing better than the Fiber built Grass series because you hit it fat, you're not going to feel it.
I was telling people I've never used the SIGGPro Softy, but I would make an argument that the way that the Big Moss feels with you hitting like with the grain and whatnot, I would make an argument that the Big Moss would be even less wear and tear on joints than the SIGGPro Softy, that's what it's known for. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Sibo said, I sold my sim, wasn't at my house. As soon as I build a new one at the office, maybe Big Moss needs to get a chance. And Crushing It said, Bullseye 3D feels so flat and firm versus a Big Moss. And he said, Carl's gel would be up there if it lasted more than 3 months.
Yeah, I have the Carl's foam, which is decent, but I like the original Carl's better than the foam. The gel is just a little too firm.
Ryan ASU said, K-Rob needs to make strips out of the TGL turf he sent me. Stuff is awesome. I think K-Rob works in some of the turf industry, and he got some, I think it was leftovers from the TGL arena, and he sent it to Ryan, and he loves it. I don't know exactly what it would be compared to, but I'm sure they're using probably some premium stuff.
So when I was building my own divot strips, I was using Money Putt for the turf, which lasted a long time. Money Putt seemed to work really well, and that's what I put down in here in the whole room. I put down the Money Putt, and it's held up, 2.5 years. Looks like it does the day I put it in here. But I was using that for the actual turf in the strip.
I don't know what
the problem
Danko
with those
has. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say they just don't last.
I don't know what Danko put around his, but it's really nice. It's nice and cushy, like for like the flooring and the turf around his area. I don't know if it was the Money Putt. I know that's popular. I've heard that name before. I forget what he got though. It was pretty nice.
He's in the garage, right?
Yeah, in like a 100-year-old garage. Sibo, he said, "This is like a podcast. I love it. Guess I learned a lot today." Kind of is. That's what I'm saying. Bogey's Backyard is so knowledgeable. He's tried so much stuff. If you ever have questions about computers or launch monitors or accessories, he's definitely the guy to ask.
STEM computers. That's what we could talk about. Maybe we'll do our first podcast, and we'll talk about
You an
what
AMD guy
gaming
or NVIDIA guy?
NVIDIA.
What are the cliff notes? If
Problem
someone's
now
getting
is-
into a sim, what would you advise people towards?
Well, depending on what they're going to be running. For GSPro or Pure Play, any of these new ones coming out, your GPU, you've got to, I mean, minimum nowadays, you really can't skimp on it, because you just won't benefit from what you can get out of it. The experience, you got to have the right GPU for it. And the problem is right now, memory is off the charts. So everything is so expensive. Those cards are absolutely ridiculous, the newer ones. So, it's an expense for sure. But if you're just getting into it, you can easily run your whole setup with a laptop. With the Lenovo, the Legion, with a, what do we have in those 4070s?
That's what my laptop was. Block Golf in the chat said, I'm running GSPro on an Asus G16 that has an NVIDIA 4060 8GB video card in it with 48 gigs of RAM in it, and he's running it on Ultra without any issues. And he said it's a laptop.
Yeah. The issue is, if you're going to be doing that, but at the same time you're going to have OBS open, Discord, your launch monitor software, it's just, that's when you're going to see it. But if you're just strictly running your sim, you're not going to have a problem with those specs, on a laptop.
Yeah, he's outdoors too, so I get the portability factor. That's why I originally had a laptop too, being in the backyard with a Garmin R10. But yeah, definitely no way around. You do like those GPU comparisons where the desktop computer is basically essentially twice as powerful as the same graphics card in a laptop version.
Yeah. Yeah, we built one for FFK. That was a beast of a unit he got.
I was just gonna say, C-Drum's going tomorrow. I don't know how quick he's gonna install the stuff, but FFK should be up and running within about 1 to 2 to 3 days with that new computer, which is a freaking NASA computer from what I've heard.
Yeah, he's got. Trying to remember what we put in there for space. I think he has at least 4. I think he's got 4 terabyte drive. Yeah, he went all out.
Blockade says, I run Discord and everything else on a MacBook Pro M4. Gonna have laptops to set up and pack down since I'm outside. Sticeman said, I'm still running a 1070 Ti with GSPro, OBS, Discord, and Unicore software running. Crushing it. 4070 Ti. So glad I overbuilt at the time to use the PC part ticker and use PC part ticker. Not worth trying to cheap out on a Costco special. Plan for the future.
Yeah, and plus you can always go in. You can adjust your settings within GSPro. You can crank that slider down.
I think he may be at like high or very high instead of like ultra. He's definitely not at ultra, but that saves a good amount. The thing is doing all she can, though. SIBO, laptop GPUs are having lower performance. It would glow in the dark. Jacob Stice running GSPro off of Windows 98.
What did he say?
Stice is running GSPro off of Windows 98. Take a low. I'm rolling with a 1-year-old 4060 CLX gaming PC, and it works on 1080 pretty slick. I run 4K Ultra, even though I have a $100 Amazon projector. So I go from I run 1080 or I run 4K Ultra for the stream to make it look a little bit better, and then it goes 4K Ultra to my projector, which accepts 4K but is only native 1080p. So it downscales from 4K to 1080, and then I use the projector to resize it to 4:3 instead of the native 16:9. So although I'm running 4K Ultra, I definitely don't see that on my end, but that's more of a projector issue.
Yeah. And I guess the big benefit to going with a desktop is you can always upgrade. You know,
I got to take this thing apart. Danko, which I don't want to minimize, was super kind to when he got his new PC, gave me his old one. But this freaking thing, I cleaned it when I first got it. Just the outside, I didn't take it apart. But every single time I turn it on, because he smokes cigars, the entire garage smells like stale cigar smoke. I think it was just literally cigar tar baked onto the fans of this thing. Stice PC throws out smokestacks. I thought I heard you got mail last time you played with Stice. Stice's PC is so old he has to use persimmons clubs.
Hey, speaking of old club, check this one out. This is a 57-degree Wilson. I think I showed this to Stice the other night, but it's the wedge that Mo Norman used.
Oh, Mo Norman, huh?
Yeah, it's called the Sandy Andy, and it was his go-to greenside bunker club. Look at the bounce on that thing.
We're Mo Norman people around here. Gonna hit it offline if I try. Dead straight every time.
Just like a pendulum.
The feeling of greatness. Use the same tee for 10 years. Haven't broke it.
Yep. Yeah, that tea story. That when I first heard that was this guy Graves. He owns Mo Norman now.
Yeah, it's
Todd
pretty
Graves.
cool. I wonder. Yeah, I've watched. He did a couple hour-long documentary kind of life story stuff. I learned it was a pretty cool story. The fact that you could tell he was maybe a little bit different, but the fact that when he was younger, he was sledding and got hit in the head with a car or something like that at the end of his driveway.
Is that what happened to him?
That was partly of what was going on with him, but he was he never had money. He had a bunch of course records, and then later on in his life, I think it was Titleist signed him to a lifelong deal or something, and the guy would carry around $10,000 in his pocket. There was some crazy stories.
Yeah. He was sleeping in his car. But the PGA Tour they didn't like him. You know, he didn't dress the part. He didn't talk to the media. Lee Trevino liked him. He's another one that's amazing. I love watching Lee Trevino.
Friendboy said Mo Norman's my great uncle. Stice said he got ran over by a car, didn't want to tell his parents because he would get in trouble. Yeah, I remember that was part of it. I wonder if I know Todd Graves, he kind of formed his swing after Mo's. I wonder if he signed over some kind of rights after death kind of thing, because you're right. I mean, it's pretty much his entire thing with lessons and videos and all that stuff is pretty much just Mo Norman. I don't know if you need to do any of that, but yeah.
He patented the single plane swing. And if you go on and you start talking about that, and even Mo Norman, and there's certain things he'll try to sue you.
Really?
There's another guy there's another guy that talks about it all the time, and at the same time was teaching it. And those two, he went after him and tried to sue him. And yeah, I read about that story.
I mean, Bryson kind of has a single plane-ish type of swing, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he it's this move. It's set up where everything is
locked out.
Yeah, locked out. I mean, he even does it with the putter, Bryson.
J-Glove, I think Mo Norman was high-functioning autistic. His gift was golf. Acquired savant syndrome. Yeah, I don't know. They were a little bit different with diagnosing stuff back in the day, but I'm sure there was probably some of that, and then also probably the car accident with a traumatic brain injury. Probably didn't help, but the guy was crazy. Tiger Woods was on record saying he was the best striker of the ball he's ever seen. I don't know if he still stands by that, but that's a pretty good endorsement.
Yeah, I think just about everybody still stands by that. Him and Trevino. But Trevino will say it's Norman. Yeah, there's one story. He after the tournament, I don't know. I guess he would hit balls until his knuckles would bleed.
He had something too. It was one of those quotes. He hit like 2 million something balls. He was like, tracked every one of them. He would like keep track on every single ball he ever hit.
It's like some Rain Man stuff there.
I know. J-Glove, yep, 10-year-old. My 10-year-old is autistic. Kid remembers everything. He has a mental checklist of places he's chosen, his birthday dinner, and what age he was turning. That's pretty crazy. Like, there's some kind of, people have said the same thing maybe about Elon Musk, but there's some people that are on like a different kind of like brain length that can tap into stuff that I guess quote unquote regular, normal, whatever you want to call it, people just can't do, which is kind of nuts.
Well, yeah, it's who's the actress that was in? She was in Taxi. I'm trying to remember her name. Can't remember her name, but she has like the photographic, her memory. She can tell you can give her a date going back to her childhood. She can tell you what she did on that day to the hour.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. You gotta look her up. She has she's gifted with this crazy memory thing.
Stice said his 20-year-old son is on the spectrum as well. That's pretty crazy. I was watching a video, one of those YouTube shorts the other day, and there was, I'm assuming, an autistic kid. He was maybe 8-10 years old, and he was going through, he did like 50 different bird calls, just like calling them out, and he somehow could do all these different bird calls just by like literally standing there. He would call them out and then do all these crazy different sounds.
That's wild.
Not me. I'm just a regular plain moron.
Yeah, Mary Lou Henner.
Was that De Niro? I think I saw that movie.
No, Mary Lou Henner. That's her. That's her name. She's an actress. She was in Taxi.
Was Taxi?
She has
not? Well, that wasn't Robert De Niro. Was that Taxi Driver?
That's Taxi Driver. This is the one with Danny DeVito and 70s TV show sitcom. Yeah, it's a real life superpower. They said that she has.
I believe it. Stice, Hosel needs to talk in the Mo Norman voice for the rest of the stream. kick rock, Stice. Not gonna happen.
You got to get that in Mo's voice on a soundboard.
I know, that's a good call. That's actually a really good call. We keep running out of spots. Discord, we boosted. We're all the way up, but Discord limits you on the amount of sound bites you can have, so we're already maxed out. Maybe we get rid of. We've got about 30 of them of Danko. Maybe we can get rid of some. Put a couple of Mo in there.
I don't even know how that works. Discord. You just upload audio clips. Is that how?
Yeah. There's a couple websites out there, like they have like soundboard websites if you're doing stuff from like movies and whatnot, and you can just download the MP3 and upload it. And then the other ones, like the, I guess, quote unquote custom ones of like Danko, I find one of those YouTube video downloaders. Some people do them for like music videos to have the song. That was bigger back in the day, but I basically download the entire stream, and then I find the one little soundbite I want, I put it into an editing software, and then just export the audio of that little clip into an MP3, and then upload it to Discord. So when you're in a voice channel like we are, that little soundboard thing at the bottom, you can play some funny stuff.
Hmm.
What do we got here? We got Danko.
Lovely.
We got Stice Man.
If it wants to piss, let it piss.
FFK.
Coming.
'Cause I'm a cutwater boy. Lemon drop things I was drinking, those are good.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
And then we got this for the big moss,
You got moss.
when you catch a little bit chunky.
That's cool.
Stice said he has a good moment on voice too. Those are classic. Those sound bites are fun. You're watching people play, or if you're playing with people on like TNT or whatever, you hit them with a couple soundboards.
I was hoping to get invited to the golf core beta, but what happened there?
Is that even out yet? That's gotten delayed months and months and months, hasn't it? Wasn't it supposed to be like Q1 of this year?
Well, actually, the alpha, they invited people to test it. And I went on the list, and when I saw Dennis at the PGA show, he said, "Yeah, I'm going to get you on that list as soon as it's available for testing. I'll let you know." So then I saw on their Discord, you had a sign up for it. So I signed up, but they didn't give it to me. So
What's the other one? Infinite Tees? I think I've seen that one.
I haven't tried that one.
I think that one's open. I think they're still currently testing. I think that may be free to do. I don't know the process of signing up to that, but it's pretty cool how there's going to be more options. GSPro better keep coming out with new stuff and fixing some of these bugs. Otherwise, some of these other softwares, people are going to start going elsewhere.
I think they're onto it, though. It seems like there's a lot more activity you've noticed the past few months with GSPro since rumblings of Pure Play and Golf Core and all these other ones coming out.
100%. And there's been some, I'll call them allegations back and forth in terms of maybe inspiration or copying certain features, but sucks if you're the teams that are doing it one way or the other. But I guess for the average consumer, more competition should make better products and hopefully compete on price too. So for us normal guys that are just buying the software, should be a better product at the end of the day. But yeah, there's definitely there was a lot of comments. I had a little bit of a stir when I did the video of the ball skipping. That was definitely seemed like a little bit more than a coincidence. But now we can skip the ball on GSPro. So
yeah. Now, and they had somebody who just went. Somebody just went over to Pure Play. One of the TrackMan guys. So that's a Matt something.
Was it the Great Bangini or something? I think I've heard that name.
Yeah, it might be
the same guy.
That might be him. And I'm not sure if Jeff Pruitt, did he go? Or he was doing some GSPro stuff.
I think he originally went, and then I think GSPro brought him on, and I think he went back to now he's one of those verified designer guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like they're competing for some designer talent as well, going back and forth.
Jeff does amazing work. He's really good.
See you, Stice, man. Jay Glove said copying is part of every industry. I agree. Sucks when you're the one getting copied, but it's kind of funny too. Even just you were saying the past couple months or whatever, but even the SGT stuff, how they're coming out with all the gauntlet and the career mode and the cruise and all this. It seems like over the past month or so, there's been like 4 new features that they came out with.
What is cruise? What is that all about?
So it just basically
Is that course
turns,
records?
yeah, basically turns course records into kind of like a team event. That's gotten a little contentious. We've been dipping our toes into that, but it basically, you just do the course record like usual, and then it's essentially like a squad for team records. So if you have people that are all in one crew, they call it, then you compete with the other crews for all the course records. So you have people stealing course records back and forth. That's, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's been fun. It's been something to do, but sometimes some people take it pretty serious, and they get sometimes upset when you get a course record stolen. Jay Glove is familiar with all that. He's in the Crackheads crew. There's Crackheads, NWO. We have one for studs. I mean, it's cool. It's something to do, but I just don't know at the end of the day if maybe SGT falls off a little bit. Some people go over to Pure Play. I don't know if those course records mean as much going forward, but
Studs. Okay, so you're in 5th place right now.
yeah, they have a thing though. They call it like the divisor. So the more you can, I forget, Yellow Brick Road, he's up there because he's only one person. The more people you have, the more it divides the amount of points and the course records you have. So like each course record is a point, but the more people you have, because I think we have the most people just because we kind of do it for fun, but it divides the total amount of course records your crew holds by the amount of people. So they want you to, I guess, keep it to a smaller groups to compete with people that are active. Is kind of the way it works.
I see.
You can join studs if you want to get some course records. I can send you an invite.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. Why not?
Triple Threat says, so who puts the stuff on the course that lets you hit through a tree or bounce off? Is that GSPro or the course builder?
I think that's a course builder.
I believe so, yeah. I think that's mainly course builder in terms of how they build the course with colliders and whatnot, whether they're there or not. But then they're also, I get why he's asking, the waters can get kind of muddy because there are glitches in like beta, for example, that maybe the course plays fine on stable and then you play it on beta and you could have issues that wouldn't normally be there in terms of like, sometimes you end up in the clouds or you end up like through the map underneath it. I think that's more of a GSPro thing. If a course works fine on stable and then it essentially becomes unplayable on beta, you can't really put that on the designer. You're going to have both, I'm assuming? You'll probably be a day one pure play and just have both subscriptions.
Going to be interesting to see how what they do, are they going to stick with GSPro? They're going to make the move. They're going to have both.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion. I'm not sure a lot of the average users are going to maintain both subscriptions at the same time. I know it's not a crazy amount of money, but instead of $250 for GSPro and then SGT, then you're looking at an extra, they're saying about $300 for pure play. It brings you from maybe $400 a year or so all the way up to almost $1,000 a year. I don't know if some people have it. I know the diehards will. I'll probably have both, but I think eventually people will probably make a decision one way or the other. And I think it could be a lot based on community. So the people that you usually play with, I think people will probably get together and be like, okay, which one are we going to play or which one are we going to get so we can all still play together. Yeah. And I could see it being a thing too, where people bounce back and forth maybe between renewal dates. So if you're coming up on a GSPro renewal and you say, oh, maybe I'll try Pure Play for a year and we'll try it out. And then maybe at the end of your Pure Play renewal, maybe go back to GSPro possibly. I'm not sure. But I think it's going to be a lot of just individual kind of choices and preference, I would think.
Yeah. Having both, I mean, I'm sure, I'm definitely gonna end up with both, but there's only so much time in a day,
Mhm.
right? So you're so involved with GSPro and in the community, you know. I'm really curious to see how this goes, and I'd really be curious to see the metrics after a year to see what the GSPro numbers look like once Pure Play and Golf Core hit the map and they're on the scene for a year. Be interesting
And
to
I
see
don't think
what
those will
that
be
does.
the only ones. I think in 3 to 5 years, there'll probably be 10 softwares to choose from, I would guess. I know those aren't cheap and they're not easy to develop, but you have even something like Automat with Vlad that we were talking about, where people were saying, well, maybe I'll try Pure Play and just use, because Pure Play is not going to have as many courses, try Pure Play and then play my local course on Automat or something like that, kind of as
Yeah.
a backup. J Glove, once we get Hosel the Pure Play deal, game's over for GS Pro. J Glove's trying to negotiate me a Pure Play deal. He's been my agent. Koala
I
Brad,
think
can
I'll
barely
have
get through the SGT tournaments in a week. There is a lot. There's a lot to play. Sometimes it turns into a chore.
Yeah, it's becomes at times overwhelming.
Yeah, Jacob said, I think the hardest part for Pure Play and other competitors will be building the community. That is true. That's why I was saying, I think a lot of it's going to come down to like your main group of people that you usually play with. I think it's going to probably be like kind of community group decisions of like, okay, which one are we going to go do? Because it's going to suck even for something like TNT, which not that many people even playing, or like HRG Club. If we eventually have half the people on one and half the people on the other, then that kind of, it splits everyone to where you can't all play together and have fun.
Yep.
Curious what your son, I'm sure you'll use it too, but curious what your son ends up thinking about the Omni. I still haven't used one, but seems pretty dang awesome for the price.
Yeah, it does. Really does. From what I've seen, you know, and the portability, bringing it out on the course,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of cool. I mean, you can do that with the the BLP and the Mini, but they're so bulky, you know. The Omni, it's just the profile, just really really nice. I think they're gonna, well, they already have. They've sold a ton of units, but you're virtually getting this just about the same technology for $1,600.
Extra camera too. You're getting 4 cameras instead of 3.
Yeah, and subscription, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a huge part. $500 a year.
Yeah.
Koala Brad, I haven't even upped the membership yet to join leagues. I didn't do it at first in case I hated it. Have more to play soon. The leagues are fun. Bogey's Backyard, like I mentioned at the beginning, he's got an awesome YouTube channel. Follow him. His channel's been pinned. Hopefully you guys subscribe over there. But he's got an awesome league too, with a ton of people in it. What are you, like the third? You have the third most people in your league? I think it's J-Lag, then Ben, then you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just shy of 600. And speaking of that, I have a video, I think Monday. I'll put that one out, but I have a merch giveaway coming out. And I also just started some Bogeys merch. So I've got some of that coming. I was thinking about memberships, but I don't want to commit to that only because I have a couple of big trips coming up and I'm not going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Europe. I'll be in Florida for a bit. And it's kind of tough, you know, when you do that,
You want to feel like you're giving people value for what they're paying for.
Exactly. And you know, people ask me all the time and just not yet anyway. When I'm nailed down and I don't have, you know, a calendar that I can look at and say, okay, I've got 6 months of nothing going on, and I can be here and I can really make a commitment. I think about doing that and really doing, taking it to another level where maybe we can turn this thing into a podcast, some type of show where I can do something daily, once I have some more time.
I hear you. You
Then
gotta
I
figure
think
too, though,
it would be worth it.
for the amount that you do for the community and everyone out there and videos and leagues and everything else, I'm sure there's just people out there that literally don't want anything from you and they just want to support what you do and what you've done in the past. So that would be, even out of the gate, if you just say, hey, there's like no extra big added value right now, I'm sure you still have a lot of people that would just want to support from what you do and what you've done in the past.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sure there is. In due time, I'll probably get there. Got to get through some weddings and some other things. I've got
Pools, facilities.
pools and buildings and permits and dealing with zoning and
Triple Threat Golf said, well, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. So thinking Pure Play probably needs at least 1,000 courses when they launch. It needs to be heads and shoulders above GSPro. I don't know about launch, but I agree with you. I've been saying, I think for a lot of people to really consider it, even if the graphics and the physics are absolutely amazing, I think a big hurdle is going to be just the amount of courses, because if you're getting into a sim for the first time, at least if you're like me, the first thing you're going to do is go on and see if any courses in your area are there. And they're Pure Play. I know they're working on courses. They're going to keep building them out. But if they're going to launch with around 100 from what they've said, that leaves a lot of local courses that are currently on GSPro. Even if they're not the best, I'd rather play kind of a lower end build and still be able to play it than not have it at all. So I do think probably I think it'll probably be a couple years, I would think, to get up to that many. I mean, GSPro is at 2,500, 2,600, whatever they are for courses. It's going to take Pure Play a couple years to do that, I would think.
and that's not including Patreon.
Right.
Also, course building. There's going to be limitations, I think, at first, which is completely understandable. You've got to go through a QC you don't want it to be like TGC 19 when you had
5 of the same
20
courses.
pebbles. Yeah, that were, and that's a Pro T product. So,
and I get that too. Like I think it's just a double. It's obviously their decision to make. It's just a double-edged sword to where you have super high quality courses, which is awesome, and some people enjoy that. But that, like you're saying, it also limits people like what we just played with Poppy, being able to kind of spin one up and have a really cool course for people to play.
Exactly. Yeah. And also, like I have some courses that aren't even on the server that, my son built a few. And it's nice to have that, the ability to do that. I told him, I said, you should submit them, but they're not good enough. But I think they came out decent.
I mean, there's some really, really bad ones out there. So, I mean, if it's playable, like there's some bad new ones that go up, and there's also some where you can't blame them just from 4 or 5 years ago, whenever some of the earlier ones were out there that are not the best either. So I'm sure if you play and you say it's okay, I'm sure it'll pass.
Yeah, he built them like a year ago, and I think they came out well. I think he did 3 courses, but Mohegan Sun is one of them, and the golf course that I grew up on. My father was the pro at for several years back in the 70s. Local course here. He did that one.
Was that the one you also had GSPro to, or is that different?
No, it's different. Pruitt did Southington Country Club, Great River in Milford, and Fenwick. He did those 3 for me. And then my son did did 3 other ones. And then I have a buddy who did a couple local courses too. He did Wallingford Country Club and little 9-hole course around here, Indian Springs. So we've got those, but he didn't publish those either.
Tell them to put them up. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the area that would love to play them if they're not there
Yeah.
on GSPro.
If you want to test out Mohegan and the other one, I could shoot them over to you.
I can test them out.
Try
if your
'em
son,
out.
Yeah, if your son
Yeah,
wants, if he wants that, if he doesn't care.
Maybe. Yeah, one of them. I think he had. I think it was I think one of the ponds. I was going to have Jeff look at it for me. I never got around to sending it to him. But there was an issue with the water on one hole. I forget what the problem was. But the course is 100% playable. Some Easter eggs in that one too.
Easter eggs.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to ride my mini bike on that golf course, and any given day I'd come flying out of the woods across the fairway on my mini bike. Members would go nuts. They'd chase me down the fairway, and yeah. And then in the wintertime, I'd take my little ATV out and rip around in the course. But
You're saying there's some ATV tread marks across some of the fairways?
I kept it in the rough in the winter. I didn't damage it because there's no damage done to the course, but yeah, you might find me in the woods on that course and then a couple of other spots.
All right, Mr. Brian, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to feed my dog. But I appreciate you playing. It was fun talking too. We essentially
good.
had a little podcast going. Seemed like people enjoyed it too, talking about different stuff.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Next time I'll make sure to schedule my appointments before I have a scheduled golf round.
No,
Because
it's
I
all
definitely wasn't myself today.
Jay Glove, I once got chased on a 4-wheeler. A-hole tried blinding me with his blue lights. Could have been Bogeys' backyard. Yeah, let's try to, if we can, let's try to get something maybe scheduled between me, you, Danko. I don't know if Jay Glove wants to make the trip or not, but anyone else in the Northeast, go and play a course or 2 over by Brian in Connecticut. It'd be a lot of fun. We've been talking about it for a while, so we got to make sure we make that happen.
Yeah, I can get you out on my course here, Hunter Golf Club. My brother's he's the assistant there. He's in the pro shop. I mean, that's where we sent Pure Play, but it's a great course. It's top 5 public in the state. It's really nice. It's got some great views. It's actually on Judd's Patreon. It's one of the first courses he built, and it wasn't for me. Coincidentally, he just did that course originally, so it's probably going to come easy to them when they're putting it together for Pure Play. So, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Jacob said he'd go depending on the time and day. It'd be fun if we can get a little group, at least fill out a foursome.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll reconvene and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for making the time. I know we didn't have our best stuff, but we got it in. 7 under, still not that bad.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll see you guys.
See ya.